13 is on your side.
Welcome back. We have a couple more guests here in studio with us this evening, and we're talking all about a series of cancer rehab workshops that are happening here in our community. If you're someone who's battling cancer or a family member of someone going through that journey, there's opportunities to connect with other people in those shoes and also just attach to some resources in our area to help you through what can, of course, be such a difficult process. I'm joined here in studio by Dr. A.J. Fromson, Mary Freebed, resident physician, and Lindsay Jousma, Director of Program Operations and Relations at Gilda's Club. Ladies, this is obviously a topic that both organizations are heavily involved in. I so appreciate you being here to talk about this, to just spread the word about this resource that is available here in our communities. Why don't we start? Obviously, we know Gilda's Club is so vital in this topic and in spreading resources, as is Mary Freebed. Talk to me a little bit just about this series of workshops, what the idea is here, and then we can kind of get into this one specifically.
Yeah, so these workshops, we call them CREW, so that's kind of our organization.
Yeah.
This stands for Cancer Rehab Education Wellness. This is a collaboration between Gilda's Club Grand Rapids and Mary Freebed Rehabilitation Hospital to provide education and support to people who are impacted by cancer, whether it be the patient themselves or their family members. So we've been offering free community education workshops a couple times a year to help people out with kind of whatever they're dealing with.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know Gilda's Club, this is what you guys do, is you help to connect with those resources and make sure that they're available to families, you know, that are going through something like this. So it really fits with your guys' mission as well.
Absolutely. Gilda's Club Grand Rapids is a free cancer and grief support community for all ages. So anybody who's impacted by cancer of any type of cancer diagnosis at any age is more than welcome to come to Gilda's Club and receive free cancer support. We also have grief support at Gilda's Club Grand Rapids, and that's for anyone who knows someone who's died from any cause of death. And this is all completely free here, right here in West Michigan. And it takes a community to support a free nonprofit such as Gilda's Club Grand Rapids, and that's why we are so thrilled to be partnering with Mary Freebed and the wonderful physiatrists such as Dr. Fromson with the upcoming event.
Yeah, and I know it's coming up beginning of next month, and this one is called Tired of Being Tired, Overcoming Cancer-Related Fatigue. Dr. Fromson, can you kind of tell me a little bit about what's going to be touched on at this workshop?
Yeah, I'm really excited about this next session. So in my research, I learned that cancer-related fatigue is something that's experienced by up to 100% of people who go through their cancer treatment, and it can last long after treatment's done. So this is something that is so prevalent in this population. So I'm really excited to kind of dive into that. We're going to be talking about what it is, what are some risk factors, how do you explain your symptoms to a doctor, and what are some easy things that you can be doing at home in order to manage this. We're also going to be joined by a Mary Freebed physical therapist and occupational therapist who are going to guide the participants through some easy and gentle exercises that they can do at home.
And, you know, people may be hearing about this and thinking, wow, gosh, that's really some information that I'd really like to get my hands on. You know, but it can be kind of daunting to say, okay, I'm going to head to this workshop and, you know, be a part of it. As, you know, besides the physical effort that it might take to get there, I know you guys offer it via Zoom as well. But in taking that leap to go to that workshop and be a part of it, what's your word to folks at home who may be a little bit nervous about partaking in something like this for the first time?
It's really our goal to help educate and empower our community. So this free resource through Gilda's Club Grand Rapids and this wonderful partnership with Mary Freebed and the physiatrists, cancer rehab doctors of Mary Freebed is such a great way for people to have free education and to really know that if you're going through cancer, you're not alone. And we have some incredible resources right here in West Michigan. So if you would like to come over to Gilda's Club for this workshop, you are welcome to do that. Or if you're not feeling up to it and you'd like to join in via Zoom, that's an option for you as well. We offer hybrid support groups and workshops, all free of charge through Gilda's Club.
Yeah, and I know that this too, you know, maybe you are the one currently going through this journey, this battle with cancer, but maybe you're a spouse or a family member too, and you're also welcome at this event, which I know can be so helpful to maybe have someone with you when you go, or maybe you can't make it yourself, but, you know, a spouse or a partner can go with you, which is really great.
It really is. That caregiver component is so important on the cancer journey, and we know that from our line of work. We know that from our members at Gilda's Club, just how important nourishing that caregiver as well. And so we're so excited to partner together to have the Tired of Being Tired Cancer-Related Fatigue workshop next week, Thursday.
How does it go for you guys in sort of selecting these topics? I know there's been workshops in the past. You know, I know you guys plan to continue with this kind of workshop. How do those topics get selected and kind of focused on? I know I'm kind of putting you on the spot there, but I'm just interested in knowing, you know, this is what we're going to talk about this time or next time.
It's usually word of mouth. Lindsay does a really great job at Gilda's Club asking some of the Gilda's Club members, like, what do you guys want to know about? And this fatigue was one that just kept coming up. And so we usually just ask the public, and we're willing to talk about whatever they need. I mean, we've had talks based on how do you manage cancer throughout the holidays? How do you navigate that first clinic visit after your diagnosis? What do all these words mean? All of these medical terms
all things
mean.
that people are thinking about.
All these things that people are thinking about. How do I exercise with the diagnosis of cancer? That seems impossible. It's not. So we really have touched on a lot so far, and I think that there's more to come. So I'm really excited with this opportunity.
And I'm sure too, besides, you know, walking away with the information, the tips, you know, the health details, I'm sure you guys have seen as well just kind of a connection that can be formed potentially with, you know, other people that are coming to these workshops, or at least, as you mentioned, Lindsay, you know, knowing that you're not alone. I know a cancer journey can be so isolating for people, even if they've got a great support group, but connecting with other people who may be going through something very similar, I'm sure is a huge takeaway, you know, besides the great medical information.
Absolutely. So we're so lucky to have wonderful expertise such as Dr. Fromsman and physiatry department at Mary Free Bed, as well as at the psychosocial support available through Gilda's Club, Grand Rapids, and together partnering to just help ensure that people have resources and thank you for this opportunity today to be able to share of some of these wonderful resources, whether you're coming out next week to the workshop at Gilda's Club, or if you can't make it next week and you want to try other things through Gilda's Club, it's free cancer and grief support.
Yeah, absolutely.
I completely agree with Lindsay. You know, whether you need our support or not, we just want people to know that Mary Free Bed and Gilda's Club are here to support you, and we really want to be that safety net for people when they need extra guidance and support. So yeah, maybe you don't need to hear about cancer-related fatigue, but just come and see what we can offer you. I think people will be really surprised in what they learn and who they meet.
And I think something that I talk about often, you know, here on Evening Plus too, is we have so many great resources in our community, but it's sometimes just connecting people with those resources that is the biggest hurdle. You know, this sounds like an amazing workshop. We need to get people there to really experience it and be able to take advantage of it and all the great services that you guys are providing. So we have just the info for folks if you're interested in checking out the Tired of Being Tired Overcoming Cancer-Related Fatigue workshop. It's Thursday, October 2nd. So that's coming up at the beginning of the month, obviously 6 to 7 at night. It's happening in person at Gilda's Club Grand Rapids. But again, if you can't make it physically for whatever reason, it's also available via Zoom, so you can watch from home. It is suggested that you RSVP ahead of time if you can. Ladies, anything else that I'm forgetting to mention just before we let you go?
Thank you so much for having us today and for this ability to share with the community of these free resources that are available. And we hope that people take advantage of this educational free resource.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for both being here and talking about this and working to spread the word. And hopefully someone can hear of this and maybe that wasn't going before and head your guys' way. So thanks so much for coming in.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course.